Hello, we are Matt Wallin and his Nervous Breakdown. You're tuned in to the Gallatin Underground. Here's a song about change. If divided is what you want from us, divided is what you see. You can't go around taking everybody's guns. That's how I feed my family. Now on the other hand, let's talk about something, and that's my personal safety. I don't feel like singing to y'all in front of a crowd. Somebody gets to shooting at me. That's nobody's liberty. Who you willing to die for? Is he even your friend? Are you willing to stand in line just to give your spot up at the end? And you've been standing there all day, my friend. Well, now my soul's getting thin on forgiving. There's just too much hatred going on. And if you know me, I don't mind fist fighting, if that's what it's gonna take to get along. Well, let me remind you all about something. It's a word called equality. I believe every man deserves a chance to hoe his own road. Let those kids grow up wild and free, like me, I grew up wild and free. Who you willing to die for? Is he even your friend? Are you willing to stand in line just to give your spot up at the end? You've been standing there all day, my friend. Now we're all different people. That's pretty easy for me to see. And being these different people, we're all born with different opportunities. Well, that's enough to make a man pull out his hair, and he's gonna go insane. Throw his arms up in the air, and his dreams right down the drain. Our society's going down the drain. Who you willing to die for? Is he even your friend? Are you willing to stand in line just to give your spot up at the end? You've been standing there all day, my friend. You've been standing there all day, my friend.
Awesome. That was rad, guys. Vince here, Gallatin Underground, with my co-host
Aaron Redfire.
And today we're here with Matt Wallin and his Nervous Breakdown. So we've got the band here. Would you like to introduce everybody, Matt?
We got Tony Boyd on the stand-up bass, Mr. Positivity, Weston Lewis on the electrifying guitar. We got Al Samvold on the drums.
Awesome.
And myself, Matt Wallin, of course.
And your nervous breakdown.
And these
your
are my nervous breakdown.
Yeah, cool. So, do you guys want to talk about your gear a little bit, and then we'll talk about how you guys formed as a band and stuff. But yeah, let's start with you, Matt. What are you playing there?
Well, this is a Martin HD 28 Music Villa custom. Thanks for the folks at Villa. It's a sweet piece.
Yeah, cool. What are you playing there, Weston?
This is a PV Jerry Donahue series, Telly style guitar. Got it from Bob Brown over in Billings. Steve Brown's dad. Thanks, Steve.
It looks like you got some pedals there too. What kind of pedals are you rocking?
There's a Univibe, Boss Distortion, and just a digital delay. That's it for today.
And then you're running out of a little Fender there.
Yeah, what kind of amp is this, Matt?
It's a Princeton reverb.
It's a sweet amp.
Yeah, it sounds really good. Tony, what do you got over there? You got a stand-up bass and another bass over there.
Yeah, I got the Palantino 3/4 rockabilly stand-up. Love this thing. And,
I'm sorry. Could you speak into the
Yeah. Sorry, I got the Palantino 3/4 stand-up rockabilly bass here with the cutout. Love it.
Nice.
And I also got the Fender Jazz Bass 60th anniversary edition. Super sick. Love
Cool.
that thing.
Between those two basses, which would you say is your favorite?
I'd have to go with the stand-up. For
Yeah,
sure.
it's pretty rad.
Yeah, love the stand-up.
Al, we know you're borrowing a kit from Liquid Colors today, but what do you normally play?
I play a Star Classic Performer.
Ah, cool.
It's about a 22-year-old drum kit.
Nice.
Sounds really nice, yep.
Just had it for a long time and love it.
Yeah, I bought it back from Music Villa from Paul back in 2004, I believe.
Cool. So Matt, how did you guys form as a band?
Well, normally I've been a solo musician for quite a while, and I mean we started jamming a little bit. We had a different little band before. Al and I struck up a love, very very big love for each other at a backyard party, and he started listening to me sing some songs, and he just said, "Hey man, you want a drummer?" And I said, "Shit, well, I could try that out." So we tried that out. We brought Tony on at the end of last summer, right before the big scare. So we didn't do much after that. And then I was lucky enough to get the talented Weston Lewis on board.
Rad.
Within just a couple practices, I feel like he was pretty down.
Yeah, you guys sound great.
The criteria is you just got to be a good fucking guy to hang out with to be in this band, because I'm tired of assholes.
Well, that's cool. At least you got a solid crew to rock some tunes with. Let's go ahead and hear another song. What do you got for us next, Matt?
This song is called Cold Winter. I wrote it a couple years ago during the longest winter I've ever lived in. And I'm a North Dakotan, so that says a lot. Here we go. There was a man who lived up on the border, where it's colder than hell. Said I'd rather live down below, Lord. At least I get the chill off my bones. Well, it's a long cold winter. My hand is damn near frozen to this pen. Well, I'm running out of wood, and I'm getting scared now. I got two kids just sleeping in their beds. Well, I know gonna make it through this winter. And I know my kids are gonna be one. And I know we ain't gonna bed hungry, because I killed 2 deer in my backyard. cut my thumb off a couple of years ago now, and it's making things harder than I admit. Well, I'm doing my best. I'm picking up a shovel. I'm still hammering my poor soul nearly to death. Well, it's hard to starve a man out when he's hungry, and it's hard to put that same man in a place he cannot see. When you got a man, he's stubborn as a four-legged plow. When you got an asshole to deal with like me, well, I know gonna make it through this winter, and I know my kids are gonna be warm, and I know we ain't gonna bed hungry. For that people, I work way too goddamn hard. Cold winter.
So, what is that song about?
It's a cold winter in North Dakota.
No, it's a cold winter in Montana.
Oh, okay.
Grew up on
Coldest
the
winter
border,
in
so it's
Montana?
I think it was one of the coldest. It had a record snowfall, I know, but it just never ended, you know. And there's a line about it's so cold, this pen's gonna freeze to my hand, basically, and it's a long, stressful winter. I live in the middle of the woods, so we have a lot of snow removal to do, and if it gets into May, like a good ways into May, it sucks.
Bummer.
Wait, the winter lasted till May?
Oh yeah, into May. It snowed in June
Damn.
that year.
So do you take a lot of your influence in writing songs based off of real life experiences?
Pretty much only.
Only?
I can't get outside the realm of my own life. I'm kind of a selfish guy, I guess you'd say. But I sing basically about work, my kids and my wife, and shitty people that I come across.
Is it cool to glorify shitty people by writing songs about them?
I think so.
I mean, is it really
definitely a lot of
glorifying
material in
them
this
so
town.
much as like immortalizing them as an asshole forever?
Ooh, that's a good point of view. Nice. So, how do you guys feel? The rest of the band feel about the music? Do you take any part in like the lyrical content for like background vocals, or do you guys pretty much just play along with Matt's songs?
Yeah, I mean, definitely love playing along with Matt. I mean, his just vocal tone is just so unique, I think, and really just love every single one of these songs that he's created, and just love singing backup on a few tracks, and it's been great so far.
Cool. You guys have like kind of a really almost like late 70s rock feel, but it's still kind of like outlaw country. That's kind of a cool combination to mix together there. It's got a really good sound. Yeah.
I'm not a trained musician, so all these came out just exactly how out of my head, just like this, pretty much. And
and it's kind of cool because we do get a lot of a good rapport on how neat the band sounds with a little bit of country, a little bit of rock, and a lot of F words.
So, where do you like usually bring this music, like in terms of like live performances? I know it's like been kind of hard since Rona, but like it's starting to come back.
I've only done a couple shows, and at those shows, we let Weston get after it pretty hard. Hide behind that for a while, come back to the verses, but yeah, we let him loose. You know, we go around and around sometimes for quite a while.
That's cool. So you guys all have like a pretty long musical background. You said you're not musically trained at all. The rest of your band might not be the case. I don't know.
Yeah, I've been playing bass for 22 years. Started on the electric, just got on the stand-up a few years ago, probably 4 or 5 years ago. Pretty seamless transition, just a little bit different with the fretless. But,
just getting used to it, yeah.
Enjoying myself.
That's cool. And Al, you said you've been playing for 20-some years as well, right?
Yeah, I started playing a little bit back in 8th grade. I got a little cheap drum set and, no formal training at all. Self-taught, and
Cool.
It probably shows a little bit, but I enjoy it. You know, I think the best thing about Matt is, he has nothing to hide. His songs are raw. They're from the heart, and that's what people like. I think this day and age, they want to see real people and saying real things and not hiding.
Real emotions.
Absolutely, yeah.
Weston, you've been playing for forever too, or?
About half my life. I kind of take after my uncle, Jim Lewis. He's a great guitar player in Montana.
Cool.
I played at least 1,000 shows now, but this is my first outlaw country band.
That's cool.
What other bands have you been involved in?
Oh, there's a laundry list, but Give Her the Common, Wandering Wild, just name a couple. Some hip-hop bands back in the day.
Nice.
Cool. You guys want to play another one? What do you guys got for us next?
This song's it's called Old Man. I wrote this at the old saloon. It's basically the exact conversation I had with an older gentleman. He's given me a lot of advice that day, wondering why I put so many hours into my work and maybe not so much into the important stuff. His lesson basically was you can lose a lot trying to gain a little if you don't put your time in the proper spots. It's called Old Man.
No man once said to me, what you doing this for? I looked at him, said, what do you mean? He said, you're working too hard. You don't know what you're doing to yourself, my friend. You're beating on a dead horse. You are running out of fence. I said, what would you do if you were me? He said, I would not be looking at me for any advice. But if you'd like to know, he said, I did the same damn thing. And he said, I lost almost everything I love in my life. me thinking about the night my wife and I got in a hell of a fight. And she said, honey, I don't like feeling this way. I never thought you working too much would be something I could complain about. But you say you are just never around. I can find a better use of my time. My brain's a rhyme, chasing down a rhyme, and I feel like there's no use. How'd he lost my mind? No man once said to me, what you doing this for? Looked at him, said, what do you mean?
Nice. That's a cool song. It's extremely emotional, kind of really hits home there.
My goal with my songs and my lyrics are to not soften up any edges. Everybody's gonna know the skeletons in my closet after every time I play. I like to sing for people who have maybe some mental issues, people who have drug problems, alcoholism. It's up to people like me to just say it, get it out there, let people hear it, and then they know that they're not the only ones that deal with that shit.
That's cool. It's powerful. Was it hard for you to learn how to play the harmonica and guitar?
I got a patient wife at my house. So, no, I think I don't really know how to play the harmonica yet. I blow on the holes that sound right with the chords for now, and we'll get going after that, I suppose.
Yeah. So who are some of your guys' favorite influences that kind of, brought you to where you are musically today?
Well, honestly, one of my biggest influences came to me about 3 years ago, and it's a local kid out of Livingston, Cleo Toll. He came to my marijuana farm and worked for me for a little bit. But the first day that he showed up, he saw my guitar and he's like, you play? Do you write? We sat down, and this little fucking shit, man, holy hell, he can write some songs. And that day I was like, Cleo, we're just gonna write kick-ass songs and perform original music. And other than that, you got your standards like the old country boys, Willie Wallin and the Boys, John Prine, Jerry Jeff Walker, all that shit too. That's for me.
Yeah, I kind of listened to a lot of different music over the years, and loved jam bands when I was a little younger, and kind of just started listening to a lot of bluegrass, and that's what really got me turned on to the stand-up, and just love the feel of the stand-up bass, and all these country and bluegrass bands that I've listened to over the years. Some of the more local bands here have kind of been an inspiration just on stand-up bass players and just bass in general. But yeah, kind of an all-around type of music guy that likes everything. But yeah, a lot of inspiration from a lot of different music.
Cool. Weston?
Early on, when I was really practicing the guitar in high school, all I could get my hands on was classic rock CDs. I'd make copies of my friends' dad's CDs and bring them back. But yeah, a lot of Pink Floyd, yes, Jimi Hendrix, lots of guitar music.
Rad. What about you, El?
Well, I'm kind of all over the board. Grew up listening to 80s rock and Van Halen and Whitesnake, but I love Pearl Jam, Nirvana, One of my favorite bands of all time is Godsmack, but I also like Ricky Skaggs and Vern Gosden. So
pretty
I
versatile
play
there.
all of it.
Yeah,
Just
cool.
depends on what mood I'm in, I guess.
Sweet.
It's pretty cool how wide of a range of influences y'all have.
Yeah, kind of varied backgrounds and all come together to make some pretty kick-ass music.
I mean, if we want to be completely honest, I listen to mostly Tupac and Biggie
Yes.
on my spare time, and Nirvana every second, pretty much.
Crazy. I wouldn't say it translates into your music, but that's cool. Yeah, so you guys got a few more songs for us. What's your next song about?
The song's called Puppet Strings. I don't know if anybody knows the person in your class that the teacher said, don't laugh at him. He's never going to change. He does all this based on attention that you give him. I was that kid. It wasn't always the best thing to hear when you have high anxiety and probably other types of depression and shit going on in your brain, but I dealt with it, and that's where I got the inspiration for this song.
So you're still just looking for attention, though, right?
Oh yeah.
Just making sure.
I don't think that'll ever change. And I've got 2 little kids now that do the same shit.
Cool, let's hear it.
Just when I thought I could change, I realized it was too late. I'm an old dog sitting in the yard, barking at every single car, and I know now I shouldn't have told you everything. You listened to my words and you threw in my face. Well, I'll keep it all bottled up. I don't like the taste. I knew when I should have been home. I was too drunk to leave town. Always the one in the middle of the crowd, talking too much and way too loud. And I know now I shouldn't have told you everything. You listened to my words and you threw them in my face. Well, I'll keep it all bottled up. I don't like the taste. Don't laugh at him or he'll never change. Likes your attention, that's the reason he acts that way. Keep a man like him in his place. Keep him dancing with those puppet strings above his grave. Been living in a guilty frame of mind for most of my life. Always looking at my shoes on the ground, never up, I'm always staring down. And I know now I shouldn't have told you everything. 'Cause you listened to my words and you threw them in my face. Well, I'll keep it all bottled up. I don't like the taste. Just when I thought I could change, I realized it was too late. I'm an old dog sitting in the yard, barking at every single car, and I know now I should have told you everything. You listened to my words and you threw them in my face. Well, I'll keep it all bottled up. I don't like the taste. Don't laugh at him, or he'll never change. He likes your attention, that's the reason he acts that way. Keep a man like him in his place. Keep him dancing with those puppet strings above his grave. Keep him dancing with those puppet strings above his grave.
And I don't think I can emphasize the emotion enough. Like you guys you got so much emotion behind your songs. It's cool.
Sweet.
I really like it.
Hell yeah.
It's super awesome.
Thanks, Vince.
So this is a question I always like asking. It's kind of a fun one. It just doesn't get old for me. Aaron, do you want to do the honors?
Okay. Who is the diva of your band? I think I know the answer.
Probably the one standing up front. Isn't that usually
wait,
how it
wait.
fucking goes?
Wait.
You can make me say it?
Do you got like your name in the band or something? Oh wait, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have went with the nervous breakdown.
Yeah, you could have went with the
Yeah.
nervous breakdown, but you just went
No,
had to throw
actually,
Matt Wallin
you know,
in front.
the story behind the band name is, if I play solo, it's called Matt Wallin and his Nervous Breakdown. You're going to see me have one probably every time. If I play duo, it's Matt Wallin and his Nervous Breakdown. You'll see the same shit. And with a full band, it's the same thing. I can bring people in, I can kick people out, and it's just all gravy.
Oh, that definitely sounds like a diva. Do you guys like worry about having to get kicked out of the band all the time, or?
Yeah, I think I worry more about getting kicked out of the show. You know, the actual gigs that we play. You know, I'm always kind of like, well, here goes Matt. He's going off on a tangent, but it always works out. So
Yeah, the first time I seen you, Matt, it was you played by yourself. Of course, nobody else told you they were bringing their band, so you know you got stuck playing by yourself. But you're right, it was basically the same show, but. You do kind of go off the deep end in your performances, and I think it's really awesome to just like hear it, like let loose, like let's hear all your drama and bullshit and rock out at the same time.
I mean,
love
it's
it.
better than keeping it inside and letting it
Bottled
fester.
up.
I've already got stomach issues. I'm already an alcoholic, so I can't really take on more. I gotta let it out on stage as best I can.
Yeah, that's super cool. So you guys, are you planning on playing a lot of shows this summer, or doing a tour, maybe putting out a CD or something like that?
Well, we've got a record. Well, I wrote a record in 2020, and it's coming out. I can say the name because this isn't getting published today. So, Ravens is coming out June 4th.
Oh, cool. This will actually be coming.
Yeah,
we'll probably
it's
put it out about the same time.
It's a 15-song record, so there's plenty of tunes to listen to. I think it borders 72 minutes or something.
Nice.
Wow, that's
Um,
full record.
But it's all good. I had the opportunity to work with some really great people and make some good relationships during probably the weirdest time that this country's ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to put it out. Unfortunately, these guys aren't on it, but what we're doing now is a little different than what we did on the record, and I'm 100% just as happy, and sometimes even more happy with what we come up with.
Cool.
We do a lot of improv, us guys, and it really adds a lot. So
it's been pretty cool for you to see kind of the transition of going from a singer-songwriter to having a full band and, you know, getting that full sound and like really.
The record has a full band. It's got 10 other musicians on it. So,
oh, wow. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Did you bring in some studio musicians for that?
Yeah, it was mostly friends that could play well.
Nice.
Cool.
So
Yeah, there's fiddles and banjos and all kinds of stuff.
Rad.
Where'd you get that recorded at?
John Griffith is doing the sound engineering on that, and I believe they call it the Dusty Pocket Studio.
Oh, okay, cool. I think I've heard of them.
Yeah, so I spend a lot of time over there with probably some of the most creative people that I've ever met. They invite me in with open arms anytime I come on knocking on that door. So
Nice.
it's been
Sweet.
great.
Yeah. So the CD's coming out sometime in June, and then you guys are gonna maybe do a little tour or something, or what do you plan on there?
I don't know about a tour, but we definitely will be
Playing shows around Montana.
making people shake their boots around here for the summer.
Cool.
For sure.
Nice.
There has been some loose talk about maybe hitting the road for a smidge, but that's not guaranteed yet. So
Yeah, sweet. Well, let's get a back-to-back in here. See if you guys want to play a couple songs in a row for us. What are you gonna play next?
this is called Dream Song. I suffered from night terrors and reoccurring dreams. I still do. So
Any good ones?
You said he
can't
suffered
talk
from
about
them,
that.
Vince.
Well, I mean,
I suffer in a very pleasant way sometimes.
I've had some pretty terrifying
You
dreams.
just wait
that-
till the last verse
You
and
just-
see
okay.
if you pick up on that.
All right, sweet. Let's hear it.
So the story goes, it's easier told than saddled and it's rode. Their story is true, I suppose. It's easier told than saddled and rode. Let me tell you a story about a dream I used to have. I used to have this dream every night. It starts out with me running. It's always in the night. I can't move fast and I cannot seem to fight. I can't move fast and I cannot fight. I can't move fast and I cannot fight. Let me tell you a story about a dream I used to have. I used to have this dream every night. Well, I'm at the top, just waiting to jump. My heart is stuck inside my throat. I can't explain the feelings inside of my feet. Can't explain the feelings inside of my feet. Can't explain these feelings in my chest and my feet. me tell you a story about a dream I used to have. I used to have this dream every night. She's standing there and she's waiting, the one that got away. In my nights is where we spend our day. In my nights is where we spend our day. In my nights is where we spend our day. So the story goes, it's easier told than saddled in its road. That story is true, I suppose. It's easier told than saddled and rode. It's easier told than saddled and rode. It's easier told than saddled and rode.
All right. This next one's called Man I Used to Be. I got in an accident about a year ago and smashed my brain up pretty good into the tune of some pretty serious brain trauma and lost vision in my right eye. I had a lot of time to think in the dark, mostly about killing myself, shit like that. But the song's called Man I Used to Be.
I hate to say goodbye to the man I used to be. So young, strong, confident and free. Nowadays this mirror must be lying to me. I don't know if I trust or like the man I see. My friends are getting older now, a lot like me. And I wonder if they worry about everything in the in-between. Lately this whole world's been scaring the hell out of me. I wish I could go back to the boy I used to be. I feel like I'm dying. It's not just me. When I go, hope it's in my sleep. I was laying in bed listening to stories about Gypsy. My grandmother used to tell them me. Oh, how I felt safe wrapped in those purple sheets. The last time I was there, that house was sitting empty. I remember when I had nothing to worry about but me. Now I got a wife and 2 kids that don't live for free. Anxiety's got me so choked up I cannot even breathe. It's a paralyzing feeling and it's got me to my knees. I feel like I'm dying. It's not just me. When I go, make it in my sleep. Well, I'd hate to say goodbye to the man I used to be. That son of a bitch, he was young, he was strong, he was confident, he was cocky, he was free. Nowadays this meal must be lying to me. I don't know if I trust or like the man I see. I feel like I'm dying. It's not just me. When I go, make it in my sleep. I feel like I'm dying. Man, I used to be.
Cool, man. At least you got through that stage in your life and you got a cool song to write from it. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would picture myself as a kid at my grandma's house with my cousins and shit.
just kind of a nostalgic song there for you. It just pulls you back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can smell it.
Can you smell in your memories?
Yeah.
Really?
I can smell my grandma's house when I talk about the purple sheets and stuff like that.
Huh. That's cool.
It's pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
What does Grandma's house smell like?
Donuts.
Like the little cinnamon fried bread
It doesn't
donuts?
smell like an
Yeah.
old person's house. It's like a bacon lady's house.
A bacon lady.
Yeah. Yeah.
Donuts on your bacon on your donuts? Yeah, that's a good
Sounds
thing.
good.
Yeah.
I think you just came up with a great idea.
No, they do it here in town
been
at the.
They put bacon in the
New
donuts?
Rise, I think it's New Rise Bakery or something like that.
What?
Yeah, they got bacon on maple bars and stuff. Maybe we'll have to try some today.
Hey, we should just give free shout outs to businesses who aren't sponsoring us.
Ooh. Yeah, come. Become a sponsor if you like what we're doing. Aaron, this is the time of the show where you get to say your thing.
My thing. Yeah, so like we're on YouTube now and we're on Facebook and also Instagram. And those are all great places to follow us and keep posted on what we're doing. Get to check out all the new bands that we're interviewing and doing live streams. We're doing like a live stream every other Saturday. So just make sure you're following us. Just check the subscribe button, hit the bell, all the things.
Yeah, and if you guys got a band or you're an artist and you want to do this cool stuff, then just hit us up and we'll get you on here. So,
Hell yeah.
As far as thank yous and shout outs, who do you guys want to say thank you to and give a shout out to or anything?
Well, you guys, of course, Gallatin
you.
Underground. Thanks, Vince. I've had a pleasure getting to know you over the last month or two. Of course, I got to thank these guys for making this sound. I literally, sometimes I can't even believe it when we're up here and it's coming out like that. I'm fairly emotional, so I just want to let these guys know I love them very much and I appreciate the time they're taking.
Cool. You guys want to say anything to people you got in?
I'd like to thank Music Villa for always having my back. And also Taco Montes.
Taco Montes.
Nice.
Tony?
Yeah, I think these guys, again, wouldn't be possible without them. And then all of our fans out there coming in strong. So really appreciate you guys. Thanks.
Yeah, we had a great gig at the filling station the other night, and we had almost 100 people there, and thanks to those fans that came out and paid good money to see live music. And of course, these guys are awesome, very patient, and I love playing with Matt. Like I said, he's just he's real, and I appreciate that about him. So.
Matt, I know you love your family so very much, so I'm not going to let you get away without giving them a shout out.
Well,
there.
that's the biggest thing is, I said earlier, I've got a patient wife, and to work through being in a relationship with a man that is basically a child playing his games.
This sounds familiar.
I can't thank her enough, and I have a lot of support from my kids too. They're already ripping on instruments and asking me to listen to their new songs and stuff. I mean, I couldn't do it without a supportive household. So thank you, honey.
Cool. Well, I think this is the point of the show where we're going to start wrapping things up. Did you say you guys had 2 more songs? Is that?
Yeah, we'll do 2 more songs.
2 more? Okay. So we'll just, we'll go ahead and call this the end, and we'll let you guys play your 2 songs and check out. But everybody out there, again, you want to get yourself on our show, just hit us up. We'll find a space for you. And don't forget to know your scene.
Bye.
Here's a song. This is the title track for this record coming out, Ravens. It's inspired by the North Dakotans, the future farmers of America. Hope that can keep going on. And the oil field. So here we go.
Got the ice and the wind just running through my veins, 'cause of where I come from, the North Dakota plain. I was looking for a better way of living. I started talking to these ravens, said, what is it you're saying? You're saying, no. What you talking about? And you saying, hey, this a life figured out. Well, if you never met him, he's a different kind of man, trying to make his living off his grandfather's dad's land. The American farmer walks both ways up a hill. The raven said, don't look back. He did, and then he fell. And you say, no. What you talking about? And you say, this a life figured out. Well, I'd lay by the gravesites alone at night, wondering what it might be like. You can't judge them, but you ain't got a right. It's a long, dirty fight. Man's coming, gonna tear up your ground for no better reason. Couple paychecks come to town. Better watch who you're digging, there's bones down the lane. The raven said the sacred hands, and again you got them shaking. And you say no. What you talking about? And you say, hey, this a life figured out. Well, I'd lay by the gravesites alone at night, wondering what it might be like. You can judge them, but you ain't got a right. It's a long, dirty fight. is a broken family. You got heroin and hookers just a living down the street. But once these people get there, they could never leave. The raven said they'll show you things you never seen. And you thought you knew what you were talking about. Well, I'd hate to tell you this time you got it all on. I got the ice and the wind.
All right. At my house, I've got 2 beautiful little babies and a beautiful wife. Unlimited inspiration. So this is called Little Babies.
The only thing I know for sure, my back is getting old. Get up every morning, Lord, and it seems like it tests my soul. It's a goddamn struggle just to get ahead. I've been working half a day before most folks get out of bed. And I know this road could take me anywhere I'd like to go. But as long as I have you, honey, I'll be sitting here right at home. We got 2 little babies, gonna show them how to live, gonna show them how to raise some hell, show them how to sing. Well, I guess we're doing pretty good considering all the things. But what the hell would I know? I didn't go to college anyway. I should have stuck around that boomtown, probably have a good job today. I only have one life to live, and I'll be damned if I live it that way. And I know this road could take me anywhere I'd like to go. But as long as I have you, honey, well, I'll be sitting here right at home. We got 2 little babies, gonna show them how to live, gonna show them how to score some goals. Be good, kid. And when I'm sitting back, old and gray, all my beautiful children have grown up and they moved away. I'll have a heart full of memories no honest man could trade. Those beautiful blue eyes are more than a dad could take. And And I know this road could take me anywhere I decide to go. But as long as I have you, honey, well, I'll be up on shaggy Blackbell Road. We got 2 little babies, gonna show them how to live, gonna show them how to sing some songs. Be good, kid.